Denver. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Now a give, it's Jackson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 2nd and 3. To throw his Carr. He's got Casper over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Right side caught by Jackson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here now, 2nd and 4. Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Here's Carr to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Carr to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They run on 1st down with Jackson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 24. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that one complete once again to Higgins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he stays up. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. Carr now to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They begin with a run by Davis, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's on his way. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Manning. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4. Now a toss running left. This is Davis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 3rd and 5. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Manning to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Now Carr. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On the run, this is Jackson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run again with Jackson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's Carr. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown! T. Higgins, 29 yards, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
A try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here is third and quite a ways.
Manning gonna throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. With it is Jackson. Wiggles free.
He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground, and they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Play action. Now it's Carr.
And that's going to be incomplete.
The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
And coming out now, the Broncos. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Manning. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Manning.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Manning. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jackson. Gets around him. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football. Two
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Carr now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now Carr. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there.
Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Back to throw. Carr bringing it in. Jackson left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Carr now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Carr again here on 2nd and 10.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Manning. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. From midfield, here's Manning. That's complete to Sharp. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. Anthony Richardson, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. The Eagles are rolling 6-0 now to start the campaign. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. In our game has been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
89 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. To throw is Manning. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd down and 4.
Up the middle to Davis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Manning.
That's to Marshall on a quick slant.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Into the red zone now. Manning. He's got his man Sharp complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second down and 6 now.
They go back to the ground now with Davis.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Manning.
And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Koo now for the point after.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Jackson.
96 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now a play fake. Carr. High throw, but he makes the catch. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run it with Jackson, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Jackson. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
A first down carry for Davis. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again here with Davis. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Inside give to Davis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Manning. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
128 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Manning now to throw. And that is caught by Marshall for a jet touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. It's just something magical about breaking that barrier.
Now he's right there on the doorstep now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Carr.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Marshall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down. Initiating from the gun. Manning. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Manning now on first down. Throwing middle. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. To throw is Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Carr to throw again.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Right side caught by Jackson. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Now a give, it's Jackson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Jackson, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. Fighting through pressure. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the Broncos now down by 12. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Manning now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On first and 10, here's Manning. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Manning going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On first down, Manning. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now 2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Manning. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And this is back to a 5-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They looked pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared, and it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point.